How's everybody doing? Yeah, last night the battery died and I lost the stream. And it took me a minute to get it recharged. But then I fell asleep, you know, sad. That's all I can say. Sad. Uh, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. But there's nothing you can do. All I can do is just manage it as best as I can. I was doing J's reading. Many of you are working. It's Monday. And so I'm going to do J, which was cut off. And then when I'm done with that, I'll choose anybody here, okay, to do the past life reading. Even though the stream got cut yesterday, I want you to listen to it because I don't know if I did it in part 1, 2, 3, and 4. I did it in 4, but I didn't put that part 4. The stream broke before I was able to finish putting the information in. Because I don't remember when I do these videos. I don't remember them at all. So go back to part 1, 2, 3 and listen to the introduction. I just don't do the past life just out the back without an explanation or a cause for it. This is a series, and I'm going to end the series when we get to part 7. I might go to part 12. Once I do that, I'm going to remove all the videos so it doesn't clutter the channel with different stuff away from astrology. But it's all connected. I know many of you are upset that I'm not doing astrology videos, but I can't do them when I have 5, 6 copycats taking my content and trying to copyright it and then suing me for my own content. That's what's happening in sports now. And they also want to take my pictures and illustrations and claim it as their own. Well, and these are, it's a group of people, powerful people. So in order to protect my content, I had to slow down the posting of it to cause delay to them. Because the people who hired these people, thinking that it's me, because they're doing my identity, they don't have the knowledge that I have, nor the education that I have. And they're going to hang themselves. They're going to hang themselves. I'm not, because it's so silly. Someone copycats and says that they're me, and then they get a job with a lot of money that was supposed to go to me. They took it. But look what happened. They got the money out of falsifying documents and things and coming across like they're me, down to dressing, haircut, and everything. And this, of course, the one that's the strongest, because there's several of them, and double gangs. But my twin brother, who has money, was able to afford to do the plastic surgery, to do what he needed to do physically to look like him, to steal my opportunities and money, which he has done successfully. But what he will not succeed, him and any other copycat out there. They got my website and everything, the people's astrology, everything looks so identical like to me. With the phone numbers for ZELLE, but then it's the wrong number though, not the current number. And once I saw that this is directed to the subscribers to fool them and take money from them, then I had to really, really do something with it and get the police involved, which has been very slow about the situation. I don't deserve what I'm going through. Many people don't feel that I don't deserve this. Some people break down and cry because of what I've been put through, and the universe allowed it to happen. So you have your enemies, and then you have the universe allowing this to happen to you. You can't help but feel a certain way. But then again, this is the demiurge, the imposter God. Everybody suffers. The ups and the righteous. Jehovah has no favor, even among the righteous. We all will go through these painful, ratchet experiences, all in the name of learning lessons. Well, I feel a certain way about that. You can learn lessons and you can teach people and they can learn. It doesn't have to be this severe. Such severity, I don't know what it accomplishes. Such severity. Well, I won't tread here, so that's the ordinances of the God in which we have no power or control over since we're down here. And it says it in the Bible. It says it, don't forget that I am in heaven and you are on earth. So let your words be few. So you're held at ransom for what things that happen to you, and you cannot even feel emotionally about it in some way. These are the things that for me, since I was little, took to heart. That the loving, embracing God that the church talks about is never in evidence in the Bible, especially the Old Testament. We get the opposite: ruthless, merciless, severe God that punishes with an iron fist. And God help you till you survive the severity of this lesson that you're supposed to learn. I'm gonna try to do my best that I can, but I don't want to come back to this motherfucker again. It's too painful, too severe. That's that, not to deviate our course. And then, the devil's in the details. The little things will kill you before the major things. Like, losing the stream, the phone turning off, this is the delay. All that is approved and allowed to happen. What can you do? What can you do? Pray to the highest of the gods to release your obligation to come back here. So, and I express my feelings like this, and it's modest because I'm on the air. But if I was off the air, I'd be cursing the gods, spitting up at the heavens and saying fuck for having to put me to this type of severity. And I'm the good guy. Then I think about women having to give birth in sorrow for hours, 20 hours, 30 hours. Sometimes the vagina is ripped, sometimes the baby dies, sometimes the mother dies. What is the point or the lesson behind it? They didn't even do anything. The baby didn't even do anything. But yet in sorrow, you must go through it. That's no loving, embracing God. It's certainly not guidance. So what the hell is it? And this conversation is in keeping with past life reading. Because, here's the thing. Have you ever asked yourself why you don't remember your past life? There's a reason. There's a reason. And if you knew what it was, it gets you even more upset. Sometimes it's good to be ignorant and not know anything, because when you do know, that level of responsibility of knowing can really eat you alive if you don't know what to do with the information. So it seems to me as an immortal and as an earth angel that I'm put here to decode that. And that's a major decode. What kind of price do you pay to get that type of access? Well, let me tell you, it's no picnic or walk in the park. The higher the knowledge, or the higher the access to certain knowledge, the more painful and miserable becomes the Earth experience. Because again, we're dealing with polarity. And I'm going to do a video specifically on polarity and why it exists and why the gods use this method of teaching lessons to advance humanity. Because in my personal opinion, I don't feel that this is put in place to advance humanity, but to delay its godhood. Don't forget, mythology teaches us that the gods today were once human, and they went through this journey that we are as humans going through. Some of them reached it, some of them did. And those that did reach and went through the trials and tribulations that are put here for training to get to that place of being God and not having to come back. That's why you have names of great figures naming the stars after them, because they've reached that level, and that was the whole purpose for being humans. You start at the ground up, and then you work towards becoming God. The church teaches nothing about this. And I mean, in the West, in the East, the other religions actually talk about it and actually embrace it in the doctrines of day-to-day living in their religions and cultures. The only one that doesn't parallel the other cultures and religious Sanskrit or sacred texts is the West. They don't spell things out, and then they omit or refute stuff that can make sense, but because it's not being promulgated by the church or written in doctrine form for people to see it, then it is dismissed, ignored, and some people may even be contemptuous towards it. I met a lot of people who have told me, oh, I don't believe in past lives, or I don't believe in karma, I don't believe, and you know, in my heart and soul, I can tell you that these people are full of shit. They know, because we all have a soul, and the soul is all-knowing. The personality and ego may not, but that is only a temporary ignorance. Sooner or later, the soul, through the ego and the personality, will understand what's going on. And once you do, you're being called to action. Many people are afraid to act because they don't know what to say or what to do. So they prefer to stay, because it's too grandiose to deal with, or they don't have a solution. Who can compete against the gods? Who can reason and win an argument against the gods? Nobody. We look at the book of Job, the book of Jeremiah, and we see examples where we try, we get fucked up. The Tower of Babel. Man is trying to advance, and they're working together. And well, like I say, I always repeat this over and over so you can understand what's going on. What does Jehovah do? Does he strike the tower, or does he strike the humans? He strikes the humans. So now they have different languages, they can work together, and the delay to godity by the human race is delayed. This is done purposely by an imposter, demiurgic God. And that's the truth. I will die speaking that truth. Because nobody else is doing it. Nobody else has the courage or backbone to do it. So this is the reason why I take this stand. Because it's clear. Through statutory evidence, it's clear. But then, if that's not enough for you, look at the Earth. Look at the state of our planet. I told you 80% of the human population is in poverty. How is that balanced? Why is this happening? Why must it be this way? There are wars constantly. And humanity against inhumanity. And this is allowed by the gods. What is the purpose? What is the goal? What does it accomplish? This is why, to me, this planet is like Alcatraz. It's like a big prison system. There's very little joy here, but much pain and suffering. Even being born in pain and sorrow is a prelude to the life that you're going to lead in this planet. Who wants to continue to live like this? I certainly am opposed to it. No. But what can you do about it when you are engrossed in physical matter and this is all done by design? The only thing that the gods don't touch is your consciousness. Once you develop a consciousness independent of religion, government, or even God, then that becomes a path for you to be God. But it won't be an easy climb either to get there. Why does it have to be this way? It's fucked up. It's fucked up. There is no denying that being on this planet is wrought with pain and sorrow. And I don't know what it accomplishes, because from day one, billions of years ago, to the current day, it has not improved situations, just made them worse. Our planet is affected. Our lives as human beings are affected. Animals, plants, trees, nothing is exempt. It all goes in the hole. I do feel better, psychologically, spiritually, morally, to talk about this. I've been dying my whole life to talk about this, to anyone that will listen. It definitely is not happening, or it has not occurred with my own generation. I'm 56 years old. What? And I guess the higher gods, because it's certainly not Saturn, but the higher gods have heard my prayers and have given me some kind of peace in the fact that my words are being heard by the younger generation that are absorbing this. Because that's why I love Generation X, and that's why I love millennials. They're not going to take this bullshit that they were born into, that we have to go through. They're going to do their own thing and carve their own path. And I am happy for them. I am proud of them. And I cheer your courage and your defiance. Because you have to be this way in order to balance what's happening down here by unknown forces we call gods that are orchestrating all of this stuff by design. I'm here in Starbucks having some Earl Grey and having a little empanadas. I don't know how I'm able to still smile and laugh and throw things off. I guess that's my secret strength. That's the yard. The yard. I have a finger of God, the yard in my chart, pointing towards the moon in Aries. And I'm thankful for having that position in my chart because it makes me incredibly courageous. Not to be arrogant or conceited, but I basically have no fear in my soul. Because I know that this is all a soap opera, this is all something that you go into, and if you don't take it seriously, it doesn't become that deep. And you could march it through and jack it through, you know? Yeah, we go through pains, and we go through powerful experiences that can almost crush us, all in the name of learning lessons, right? And then we either succumb to them or transcend them. I certainly have every intention of transcending and getting to the finish line. And to me, I'm already there. And I want to carve this path for you, so you can also make it to the finish line. Understanding all the obstacles, oppositions, and adversity that is going to be placed in front of you. Sooner or later. How do you manage it? How do you overcome it? And how do you understand it? Because it's coming from the very beings that created us. It's deep. It's deep. Refried beans with cilantro and all kinds of things. They're just delicious. Well, my laptop stopped working, which sucks. So I gotta take it to fix. The tablet stopped working. Fucked up. You never have 14, 15 phones because of cyber attacks. I'm like, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. These things are not going to stop at all. Being homeless didn't stop me. Being sick didn't stop me. Not having resources or money, blocked and everything, didn't stop me. It won't stop. If I'm going to pay this type of price, then I'm going to make it to the finish line. No doubt. And I'm already there. So, guys, please donate. Please give to 1-690-8825 and ZELLE CashApp, of course, it's Fernando FERNA 5 really appreciate it. The rent was due yesterday and I was late. I don't have all the money. That's just real. But that's not going to stop me either. And it's not. And the landlady's a little bitch, but I'm a bigger bitch. I'm just playing cool. And I could do spells and shit to put people in their places, but I'm not gonna do that. As a high priest and a master of cultures, I don't have to do that. I let people hang themselves. If I tell her that I'm gonna leave because I can't take her intolerance and pay my late fees, and you still got a bitch, if I leave, the whole organization's gonna come down because you fucking with someone that you're not supposed to. But these are people that are also hurt, wounded. So they hurt and wound others. Hurt people hurt people. That's just that simple. As earth angels, we're here to be among the wicked, to help transform them. Not an easy job. Not an easy job. Because you're not going to be sent here to help the good ones. They're alright. You're here to help the wicked, bad ones. Because they are a part of God as well. So you can't retaliate against them. You have to have the wisdom to circumvent aggression and evil by giving love to it, showing love. But that's not an easy thing to do when the more love you give, the more hate you get back. Because these people are so wounded that many of these ops never experienced love. So now they grow up to be monsters. Is that their fault? Or is that the way the cards were dealt with these people? And that's why I'm going through all these types of adversities and painful experiences. Not just me, but people like me, immortals, earth angels, children of light. Because like Jesus, who didn't retaliate and died on the cross miserably, it's an example that has awakened people to their own inhumanity. And sometimes someone has to be sacrificial lamb of receiving all negative things to the point of injustices, so people can connect to their own injustices. And hopefully that will help heal and transform these enemies. It's a principle by nature. And the past life will give a history of this wickedry that begins in the soul for whatever reason. The reason is obvious. It's to evolve and learn lessons, which I don't even talk about it because to me it's pointless. You cannot teach someone a lesson by being too severe, because then what's the point of learning the lesson if you fucking break the camel's back? A person is supposed to be learning the lesson. To appreciate the lesson, yes, you need obstacles and challenges, but not to the point where you break the fucking camel's back. Then what's the point? This is why I have an issue with severity. What is it going to accomplish? That now I'm treading among the gods here who make these decisions. So I will let my words be few. But this is how I feel about it. How do you feel about it? Let me know what you think. I want you to have a platform to speak your mind and say what you gotta say and get it out of your system, even if it means cursing the gods themselves. Because, like it says in the Old Testament, don't put any idols before me, for I am a jealous God. But if you're allowed to feel jealousy as God, then so do we. Because we were made in the same image, in the same likeness. There's no apology to be made. Let me see this here. I hope I wasn't too rough with what I was saying. Jordan, your comments are being blocked by YouTube. I don't know why. None of your chat is coming through. Hey, Uncle, how all is well? I definitely feel this energy as the black sheep of my family. May I have a past life reading? This is Shel Manley. Yes, thank you. I feel good too. I do. I love your name, Sherelle. The Sherelles. Are you a singer? Come see about me. Right? No, I think those are the Supremes. But I used to love the group, the Sherelle. Okay, Miss Sherelle, let's do a past life reading for you. I hope the music is not too loud here on Starbucks. I do like it. And I fuck up the lyrics. I can fuck up the lyrics now. I can fuck up the lyrics, and I did try. Here we go. All right, cool. All right, Spirit. What are we going to do for Sherelle? Which one? Okay. I kind of had a sense that there's royal blood here. The energy of rock. Okay. We're dealing with the dynasties. Let's see. Or it could also be the Eye of Horus. So the same God. So the same. You should know that by now. Uncle Fernando has taught you good. And you got the videos to go back to and reference. And you're gonna see for yourself the pattern that's set. Just like we got patterns, the gods also have patterns because they made us in their image and likeness. Go back to that. It's a hologram. Okay. Okay, Sherelle Manley. What's going on, Sherelle? Let's see what's going on here. Get a cut. Alright. So you definitely live in the Egyptian time. Let's see what happened here. I see writings. Not writings, but like symbols. The Egyptian hieroglyphics. This is coming to the foot. This is coming, and I see you walking inside of a cave. And this is not the pyramid. This is away from me. It's very hot. And I see a plate with different it's like a clay. And I see you with something that looks like a brush. It probably wasn't a brush, it was probably something else at the time. It looks like horsehair. It's like they use horsehair to create brushes. I see a red dye, but this dye was newly discovered. This is iron. So it's iron, there's three other colors, three other substances that at the moment I cannot define. But I recognize the red. And I know this is iron because this is past the Iron Age, the Bronze Age. So see, the different metal ages are coming to the fore here. And it looks like you were painting hieroglyphics, but you did not know hieroglyphics. It's almost like you were mimicking what was already there. I don't know if you were trying to learn it. But this was something that you did on your own without having been told to do so. Finally, somebody caught on to what you were doing. And they began helping you. You see the red urn of the iron? And there's the sticks to do the paintings. It's like you developed popularity. But you did not know, Shel, what you were doing concerning the meaning of it. This might not be the hieroglyphics of ancient Egypt that we know today through the writings of the wall. This preludes that. Right? I'm yet to get a period, but I do know that it is the pre-dynastic era. It's called the pre-dynastic era, before the real Egyptian dynasties emerged on the earth. This predates that. You were getting paid money, and the money was what we call the cowrie shells of the Caribbean. You know, those same cowrie shells can be found in Nigeria, Ethiopia, and in other parts of Central and East Africa, or South Africa. But I'm getting more like Central, where you have the Congo, where you have Benin, and the Central Republic of Congo. These are all areas of Central Africa. These shells can be found in these places, and they also made their way to Egypt. Pre-Egypt, with many Egyptologists. I'm pretty sure, I'm not aware of that. So you were paid that way. But the monetary system was not developed either. You were betrayed. You were betrayed by someone that was helping you, but they were helping you to see it, to learn what you knew, and then betray you. Ooh. Damn. Wow. The cars just fell by themselves. They fell by themselves. They moved by themselves. That's good. I'm getting cold and hot energy. See, this is real gold. This is real gold. So it's channeling the energy. There's something here went on with it that was really bad. This 10 of swords. And it was done. And this is what's fierce, Shel. It was done by a family member. Number 8, Scorpio. This put you in despair. It was like you were emotionally crushed because it came from a family member. You became disenchanted, fell into depression, and then you simply died. It's not even telling me how you die. It might have been broken heart. I don't know. I'm getting the feeling here of cancer, a lot of cancer energy. Oh, but I can feel it. Look at the betrayal. Look at that. Put you in a state of existential anguish. So this is giving me the feeling that if you're depressed and sad all the time, sometimes without any reason, it could be what many psychologists are now beginning to use the term, but I don't think they're clear on it. A terminology that many occultists believe, but not quite sure. And to me, what the term is soul sickness. Soul sickness. There is some sickness in the soul that the ego and the personality cannot grasp. I believe that this is a type of depression that can lead to actual suicide because there's no cure for it. No, because it's not from the ego and it's not personality, it's coming from the soul, which means that there was a lot of painful assault against the soul, and with no explanation and no healing, can create the onset of soul sickness, which is very difficult, almost impossible to diagnose. And unless you are a shaman or a high priest or cultist, and you can feel it because it's an energy you feel, then this can go completely unnoticed. You could be miserable, sad, nobody knows, no one can help you, no one knows why, you don't know why, and then it gets so unbearable that you suicide. This is what, and it's really, really, really horrible feeling, energy. It's kind of like a saving grace that you don't remember. Because who wants to remember that? Because if you remember, you have to re-experience it. So maybe this is a saving grace not to remember. Oh, that was good. Ooh, that got me. I'm cold on my hands. I'm cold on my feet. Oh, it's terrible. Ooh. Certain things are best not remembered. Yeah. Let's continue, Shel. Oh, I'm getting I love you, and I love you. Oh, you know that I can fuck up some lyrics now, but that's what I'm getting here. I love you. I don't even know who's singing it, but I know the song. I'm pretty sure if I tell you now. You're very pretty, by the way. You're very pretty, very attractive woman. Damn. It's another lifetime here that is pretty much repeating the same situation. Here we will have you again here in despair. There is the green tree, just like in the last imagery, and you are on your knees like you were on the last one. And here's the number 5 of Pentacles, which is poverty, severe poverty. So here, and you die from famine. And we're not talking about the great famine of Egypt. Things come in circles, right? What goes around comes around. What went before comes again. The famine during the time of Joseph that we read about in the Bible, that happened thousands of years later. But it doesn't mean that there wasn't famine in other periods. Because everything repeats itself, right? So we see that here. And it's also a possibility that you lived during the famine period of Egypt. That's not coming out here. And there was but then again, a lot of people were in poverty in this time. There was no currency of money. That wasn't set up yet. So this makes sense. You were probably one among thousands who died this way. Remember the life expectancy was low and there wasn't resources, and if there were resources, at that time there was no technology to pull the resources from the land. Only grain and wheat and barley. It just gets better. Sherelle, you gotta laugh at it. You gotta laugh at it. And take things with a grain of salt. Here we have you again in another lifetime. This time you are a man. But you have created karma. This is the number 19, which is Aries, and the sun is exalted in Leo. So there was issues here of arrogance, false pride, and kind of twisted ego. But that you weren't the only one. This was the case with everybody at the time, especially when we're dealing with Egyptology, because there was so much cunning and wickedness. Yeah, it's all they knew. They had to evolve to be better people. But according to the Bible, because Egypt was destroyed by God permanently, so it doesn't rise again. It does talk about the pyramids standing there as a mystery, as a sphinx for people to wonder and see that the great Egypt has fallen. But this was also done to Sudan and to Ethiopia. And it's in the Bible, it's there, cursed unto Sudan, cursed unto Ethiopia, and cursed unto Egypt. The last things went on there that just made the gods destroy the civilization. But this is also true of Atlantis and all other subsequent epochs that came before and will continue when they after. Yes, I take donation through, not through YouTube unless it's from you. I don't get donations from YouTube. It has to come from you. Okay, here we go. So here you are, man, and you are an Aries, but you were dealt with severity here to the point where you have to, again, this issue of being on your knees, that's for 3 lifetimes that we see this. But this being on your knees is a submission to Ra, like a surrender. I think it is in this lifetime that things begin to change around for the soul of Sherelle. Please donate. Gotta pay that rent. Please donate. I need 130. 130, guys. You know, I'm gonna keep it real. Okay? Gotta do that. Because I don't want to deal with this bitch. Oh, she's terrible. A Libra. No feelings, no emotion, a real bullet. It reminds me of matter. The universe is... Okay. It seems like you did not like being a man, and you were born a woman. You were born a woman, and you had twins. Twin girls. And your whole life and purpose was towards the raising of your children, which one died at age 16 and the other one died at 23. Again, bringing you more pain and heartache. The kids died because there was no maternity or midwife, and people did not know about bacteria and viruses and infections, and that's what they did. Okay. It could have been also the extreme heat of the Sahara, because I'm getting the Sahara here too. Yeah. Here's this is number 14, Sagittarius, Temperance. It is the guardian angel, but it's in the reverse. So spirituality did not come to your consciousness at this time or in any of these times. This is something that is developing in this life. Spiritual soul consciousness versus ego, personality consciousness. One more. Sherelle. Death. Scorpio energy. Anubis with again twins. Here it came out in the reverse, meaning that what you've been going through as a soul, lifetimes after lifetime, is set to remain and to continue, even to the current life. It's something here that you have to learn. That until you do, it won't change the course of your soul towards another direction. This is true when we're talking about past lives, but because humanity has a bit of consciousness than they did thousands of years ago, we have the free will and power to change this and modify it, especially if we have knowledge and awareness of it. It says in the Bible that the beginning of fear in God is the beginning of knowledge, and this applies here. But he also says, "My people perish because of lack of knowledge." So this here is forcing the soul to acquire knowledge so it can improve on itself and become better. This is what this means. So, Ro, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope you gained benefit from it. I hope it spoke to you in a deep level or in a level. If it doesn't resonate with you now, it might when you go to bed and you go to sleep, and then it hits you. So, give it time. But this was your past life reading for now. We live multiple lifetimes. Anytime you ask for a past life living, it'll be a different experience because the soul lives infinitely. So the CashApp record has tremendous reservoir of information concerning past life, your past life. It could be in the thousands. And the past life, let me say this, it's not just on this planet. Many of you have past lives in other planets, in other planetary systems. That's not coming out yet, but it will. And I hope you're just as open and as receptive about that information as you are learning about past lives as it occurred on this planet. Okay, thank you, Sherelle, in the Sherelle. Let's see. Come on, give me a break. J-Dog, you're next. J-Dog. J-Dog. Oh. I'm hearing the term Poland. Which is, I think Warsaw is the capital of Poland, right? It is the home of Chopin. He wrote scherzos, piano, and Polynesians or Polonaise and scherzos and schizos. Those are types of music, piano music, which he was brilliant for. So I see that here, but it wasn't Poland. It wasn't Warsaw. It was something else, like France. Before it became France, it was called Gaul. It was something else, different people. Many anthropologists are not clear as to where the French came from, but it's a whole different meaning than what reside there, which is really more Slavic than people realize. And that goes all the way up to Catalan or Catalonia, which is in northern Spain. It's a different tribe. So I'm getting that energy. But this is not, these are not people that today are the Polish. There was another great group of people here. I'm getting the term Visigoths and Viking. They're telling me the Teutonic tribe. This is going really bad, and it removes you. It removes you, J-Dog, from Egypt. This is not Egypt. So I gotta put this back. This else could be more like the Slavic races and other sub races that eventually leads to the Slavic races, the Aryan races. So this would be it. It was around the time of the 12 tribes. I know the Bible, there's a corruption in the Bible, what they call them the 12 tribes of Israel, but it's not. Israel may very well have 12 tribes, but that's not the origin of the term. Okay, we're talking about, when we're talking about 12 tribes, we're talking about the 12 tribes of Atlantis. And if we go further back to Lemuria, where the beings came here and established by mixing with humans the races that existed then. Although we don't have 12 anymore, we got 6. You know, but we started out with 12. That makes sense because there are 12 signs of zodiac. And in the book of Genesis, did I freeze? Something happened. I froze. Hello? Okay, am I live? Something's going on here. Something's going on here. I don't know why this is happening. Yeah, something's happening here. Oh, you hear me? You see how the devil works? You see how the fucking devil works? I am so. That's fear. Is that fear? It's fucked up. But thank you. You see, then people be thinking I'm full of shit or I'm scamming. This is happening in real time. You're seeing the shit I have to go through. And that happens. Also, when you guys order birth charts or readings and they become delayed, it's all the devil to cause, or the ops that are doing magic and spells to cause me to lose credibility. And that's fucked up. Okay, J-Dog, thank God that you can still hear me. They're really trying to take me down, but it's not gonna happen. Because if they do try to take me down and succeed, this whole system will go down with it. Believe me. These beings that are coming here, don't forget about that. There is going to be, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. But it will be well deserved for the elite who have been reigning and having control and putting this planet in this balance for quite a long time now. Let me fix this. All right, J-Dog. Okay. J-Dog, this is again the Slavic Aryan oracle for these races that you are a part of in your bloodline, away from the Semitic races of Egypt. Okay, so now I'm curious, J-Dog. You lived a life completely unprotected and in total ignorance and bliss. And again, I'm seeing here nomadic energy. As you can see, and I'm getting also pre-German, because people forget that the Germans belong to the Slavic races, along with the Russians, the Irish, here. But this is before. the Slavic races. And again, I'm getting pre-Viking, which it kind of, because the Vikings were also considered Slavic. And you could tell because these white guys or women, they look different, they're built different. The morphology is different. Yeah, thank God that you can hear me. Like, I got some saving grace. Some saving grace. Yes, the devil has to be here somewhere. He's got to, you can't even be mad at him. But that's what he's here to do. Okay. I don't know if you could see the imageries. I don't know if you can. I think you can. I'm showing you the imagery. But it is, I don't think you're seeing it because I'm not seeing the imagery. Yeah, the blonde hair, blue eyes, very muscular build, as it is the case with most Germans and Russians and Irish. They got bodies like that of black men, but it's different from Italian men and other types of Aryan that are built differently. Yeah, right here. And we're gonna do one more. J Dog, you may have to call me or later. I need to end the stream to see if I can reboot. One more card for you, and I see that there was a lot of migratory. The people migrate. No, it's almost like going back to the hunter-gatherers before man settled down. This was like a nomadic kind of existence. There was no culture during this period. Only when man stand still and began to live in tents and huts was then the beginning of culture. So this predates. Okay. Okay. We're gonna end it here and we're gonna figure out what's going on with the stream. I hope this helps somebody. Please donate, please give. I will come back.